he was Dexter. I don't know.
Well, if you keep watching it,
I'll figure it out.
You'll love it. You'll fall in love with Dexter. He's a good bad guy. Or a bad good guy? I don't know.
And to give up everything, and it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have done that. This is more difficult than it looks. I'm gonna guess somebody should have turned that pump a different direction too. This is my test hose.
This is for starting.
This is just to get it to go.
So this is a test hose to start the engine. Perfect. To see if anything else is wrong.
I'm going to say that that's diesel right there.
$3.50 a gallon now.
Huh?
$3.50 a gallon now.
There you go. That's that. Now I gotta
Okay, just to explain. This is the return line. Goes back to the tank. This is our tank right now.
Suction.
This is the suction. Goes into the fuel pump. Now, and this is it sucks it in the gray line. Goes out this line. Into the rail, fuel rail.
Yeah.
And goes through the engine, or goes into the
Cylinder head to the jumper lines to the injector and back out to the other side.
and then the excess goes through the return rail, and then goes down the return line back into the tank. Those of you that do not know that, like myself, didn't before I started trying to put this thing together.
For 10 years.
Well, no, just in the last year. Because I didn't have any need to know all that.
You get to know it whether you want to or not.
Well, oh, that fits that? What do you... Oh. Okay, I see. You just plug that drain line from the turbo into the oil tank. The oil tank.
Oh, that there?
Yeah, so it won't
That
leak.
was your special plug you got from...
Yeah, so you have to plug it so it doesn't leak all over the place.
Oh yeah, it will leak everywhere. So, as far as I can...
Oh, Joe!
Planned that way.
So here's where the... Oil went in. I think you saw that.
The filter, the last...
Okay, we're going to squirt oil in it and see where it all comes out. Want to use mine?
Nah, this is fun. Well, mine's cheats. It's got about 170 pounds, 75 pounds of air.
Is it going?
I will know in a second. It should start getting oil out the top of it here in a minute because the filter's
Yeah,
fine.
thought I saw a bubble.
You'll see it come out between the rocker arms. I pour oil over the top of it, so.
Yeah.
But you'll see it come out between the rockers.
At least it's supposed to.
Oh, it will.
Is it going to squirt me?
Well, the plan is no.
So should I step back a little bit?
That may change dramatically. Oh, I heard a little air bubble there. It's hard to hear when your wall's moving.
Yeah.
There, we got oil right there.
We got oil!
Yeah, see, coming out of the Jake.
Yeah, I see it.
That's the Jake.
Oil! Are you doing that?
Yeah. That's a solenoid for the Jake. See the oil coming out of the rockers?
Yeah, that's for the rockers.
Yeah.
The Jake. Because he's pushing the solenoid, right?
Yeah.
There comes all the rockers.
Yeah.
Coming out everywhere.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, then that's a good sign. So pushing the solenoid lubricates the rockers. Is that what you're saying?
No. It fills the oil galleries full on the Jake, so the Jake works as soon as you fire it up.
Okay.
Because it takes a long time to get oil in them when it's got 40 weight in and it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. Cold and the wind's blowing.
Turns easier now.
Yeah. What's the matter?
I think we're out of oil. Maybe not. We'll see. So I can tell you why the rockers are wrong. Yep.
You can tell me why they're wrong.
I'll have to have you come around this side and I'll show you. If you look at that rocker arm, see where it sits on top of the bridge?
Yep.
And how offside and
It's rounded and everything.
it's all the wrong way around it.
This is a rocker arms for a
Two valve.
2-valve, and we've got a 4-valve. So we got
Change
the
all that
4-valve rocker arms ordered, supposedly. So after we get it started and everything, we'll change that. Or I say we'll.
Yeah. Get the rest of the stuff to put it together. You'll hear it when it gets down to where there's no oil in the tank because it'll blow air in it. But this gives it a chance to lube it all the way around.
I want to, before we put it in the bus, we'll get the cradle in here, right?
Yeah.
And I want to hook the radiator and everything up to see if it leaks.
Does the radiator mount on the cradle or does it mount in the bus?
It mounts on the cradle and
Okay.
the bus.
Okay. Like the silver size they mount in a bus.
It mounts right on that cradle,
On the
down
bottom.
low, and then on the bus. So it's a combination trick. Are we doing good? You pleased or no?
No tragedies yet.
Everything's turning. Don't try this at home. Don't try this at home unless you got about 30 grand. Right, Joe?
Yeah, and you're dedicated.
Yeah, you're dumbified or something. Now, we'll be very pleased because, and I know it's going to work because Joe's going to go on the first trip with us.
Yep. That's all the oil in the tank. So
Yeah, I hear it bubbling.
that's what little air is puking out after. We'll check the stick on it and see where we're at. Go from there.
You missed all the excitement.
What happened?
Nothing. Here, see him breathing real hard?
Here's a hose. Well, we could use that hose on it too because that's Series 60 stuff that they quit making because it wasn't as good.
Now he just turned it over and got the oil pumping out through the
So it's dripping?
jakes and through the rocker arms and everything.
So it was dripping up there? Yeah.
Doing what it's supposed to.
Good. Yeah,
He explained a few things to me and I'm not going to tell you.
I'll have to kill you.
I'd have to kill you first.
Huh. I'm surprised it doesn't show anything on the stick.
Dad did not, I remember him saying he did not trust that stick.
Well, I don't have my field data book with me, so I can't tell you what it holds really. Field service data is the only one that'll tell you how much it holds.
I'm glad I paid $500 for this.
Because there's so many variations in oil pan that basically they all hold the same, but there's differences in some of them. So you gotta know the Kentucky windage part of it.
If you overfilled it,
It doesn't care.
so
It doesn't care.
get it to where it's on the stick, then it doesn't care if you overfilled it.
So I got to drive a 52 GMC with 471 in it, and I was told repeatedly it better not run out of oil. So I just put extra gallon in. It didn't care.
It didn't run out of oil.
It didn't run out of oil. Exactly. It was on the Alaska pipeline.
That was?
Yes.
So it came out of a what?
Old International with a Cummins motor in it. I might a lot of motors run with that pump. Cool.
That little insert plug that we put in that pump, is that going to have a plug or something?
No,
Is
that fitting?
Yeah, what's that do exactly?
It's just a vent.
Oh.
The water pump's got the same kind of a thing on it. There's a hole in here. Without that hole, if it gets a water leak, it just pushes the water back into the motor.
Son of a bitch.
So it makes an issue out of it.
Yeah, we don't want that.
So
okay.
normally you screw that fitting into the fuel filters.
I don't think Steve and I would have been able to start this by ourselves.
Oh, you could. You just have to
Know all this stuff.
Know all this shit.
Yeah, since we're
Sorry.
Since we're neighbors, let's not be friends.
Okay, here we go. That's got a big ass fitting on the end of it.
That's gonna fit in there?
Oh yeah. After I bludgeon it a little bit, go Dexter on it a little bit,
Dexter.
it'll be fine.
Joe got his first introduction to Dexter Morgan.
Yeah. Dex and I are buddies now. Pumping. We're good.
So you're gonna fill up the.
Fill all the injectors up. As soon as the injector's got fuel in it, it'll run.
Filling up the rail. Can you see it come out or anything?
Yeah. Well, what you do is listen for bubbles in the bucket. When it quits blowing bubbles, it'll run. Can't hear it over all the crap going on. So we just pump till we're tired and call it good.
Well, I'm sure Steve's going to want to hear the
Oh, come on.
first initial.
Birth of the baby?
Yes.
Oh, come on. No big deal.
So this has been 2013 of July. We left Texas. 8 weeks later, we get to California.
I bet that was a fun trip.
Oh no, 8 days later. I'm sorry, not 8 weeks. That would have been like, wagon with a horse pulling you.
So 8 days.
Should we close that other down?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead for now.
Now what are we doing?
Riding the rail.
Filling the rail up with fuel.
Put gas in the motor.
Getting it filled up, filling up the injectors.
Yeah. As soon as they're full of fuel, it'll
That's what I always say.
Steve, you are a sick son of a bitch. So I make my.
He's starting to make Dexter look good.
Yeah. Dexter has nothing on Steve.
By myself back there.
I'm filming.
Just let you know. I'm going to tell the story.
I know.
So you don't want me to tell the story?
No, I was watching what he was doing there.
He ain't doing nothing.
Well, he's gonna see what I'm gonna do with this little cup plug. Clean all the garbage
Tap
out
it
of
in.
there.
Just tap it
Gonna
in.
tap it in.
Tap, tap, tap.
You want a rubber mallet?
Nope.
I got one. It's just a little one.
I'm the king of the jungle. All right, speak.
Speak.
Yeah,
A
you
little
wait.
grease on the plug.
Or collapses it, or does it?
Do that. I'm hooking up the battery.
Wow.
Hooking up the battery. You can hook a battery.
We don't even know if the starter works.
Yeah, we do.
Well, it will in a minute. I don't know how long, but it will in a minute.
You just have to kind of.
The ground has got my.
Now the bus is.
Well, the starter doesn't really give a shit which one it is. The bus may be important about that. It's easy to change.
I think it's been changed. We'll find out.
Well, you. Poof. Oh,
Well, it's all hooked up now and it's working.
work.
It was interesting, though.
There. How do you like my
And
battery?
then you remember
charger?
when we went. I gave it back to her.
That's very good. I appreciate that. Well, and that,
You
that
better
was
stop
like
recording.
movie stars. You get some of them gals that have been around. I ain't hooking nothing up yet. I'm
Yeah, Mike.
scared stiff.
He looks scared.
Scared stiff. Some people get.
The other way?
Scared stiffless.
Here's a button. There's a button.
Should I step back?
I don't know. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to start the old girl.
Here we go, guys.
I hope.
Well, be nice to her. Don't call her old. Tell her she's
No.
sexy.
Look around, make sure everything's not going to fall on the floor.
I don't know.
That
I might
gasket's
fall.
on the back there.
I might fall on the floor.
What the fuck is that?
Nothing.
Is that battery
Oh.
dead?
I got the wrong. Son of a bitch. This will be a different outcome here. Oh, you fucker. You're gonna have to take that to town and get it fixed. 'Cause it's fucked up. Did you guys get that overbolt?
Yes.
Who did it? Oh, you know what's wrong with it? It's right-handed. I'll bet you a nickel. And it won't engage because it's going the wrong direction to engage. Somebody didn't tell somebody it was left-handed, or their tag was gone and they didn't know. Horse shit.
So tell me what. Start over. What's wrong with that starter? Why didn't it work?
The Bendix has got their pawls in there like a ratchet, and it ratchets one way and engages the other way, That's so when you go get it started, it doesn't blow the starter up.
And this one they built wrong.
They put the wrong Bendix in it, as far as I can tell.
Well, let me go. Let's go watch Dexter. Fuck this thing.
Okay. You got a light? I'll donate the light.
You're a man among men.
So you can see the Bendix in there.
Yeah.
There was a starter button here.
You threw it.
See it? It engages. It's got the wrong Bendix in it.
Would a parts house have that? Can we fix it? It'd probably be faster.
I'm sure that you and Dexter could get along and do anything.
Well, that's my guy, but
all you got to do is take the end off and take the solenoid off, and then you can fix it. Because the Bendix just slips in the hole. But you got to find a left-handed one. There's your problem.
let's go in the house and call him.
Call the starter outfits in town.
Well,
Yeah, you might bring it by tomorrow, and
Okay.
then we'll make sure we're on the same page.
Okay. We'll plan that way. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
an older guy. That's why he called back.
Oh.
Sounds like an older guy anyway.
Well, yeah. He knows what happens when people call late in the afternoon. It's like, uh-oh, we have a shit happen. And you know, those guys usually don't have a problem helping you, because if you help somebody then, they'll be back during the day because they know you're going to be there
Right.
and help them.
And you appreciate that
Service.
most places, yes,
Service.
and most places
Don't
aren't
give a
do that.
fuck.
And so you'll go to the guy that does it.
Well, that was like having a girlfriend and then having her leave.
To go see her
Boyfriend.
It's my boyfriend Joe. I was telling you that dumped me. I gotta go.
So you were nice to her all damn day long, like I used to do with Gloria, being a friend. And then, well, you gotta go. Derek's coming over.
I got a deal here. You guys got to go now. This is going to be good for me.
Get her all primed up and
Get her all juiced
getting
up.
ready for that engine to start, and just get all wound up about it, and then all of a sudden, BAM! You son of a bitch.
Shit. It's not surprising.
No, it's not surprising at all.
Well,
If it worked, I would have been surprised.
so
Put
you
it
were
that
looking
way.
at that number at 483.
Yeah.
That's the number on the invoice that you. I'm gonna bet.
I wouldn't even know. Well, I probably could
See,
find
the
it.
number on one of these is about that long. And that gives you tooth count on the pinion, directional rotation, amount of torque on the starter.
I think there was a plate on it.
Well, yeah, right there. That's where the tag goes. 100 years ago, when they just shit canned it, because it's such an oddball starter. And then they go, "Yeah, well, fuck the next guy. He can figure this out." The end of that party.
Son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. Cocksuckers. Now I'm getting real. $250 fucking dollars for nothing.
For what?
To rebuild that.
They didn't rebuild it. They just hands on, half off. You know, it was like the
Well, they did a magic trick.
yeah.
They made it go the other way.
No, they didn't make anything go the other way. They put the wrong Bendix in it. They put a run for a truck in it instead of a bus.
Son of a bitch.
And it works fine. Four.
Yeah, we just
See,
made.
that's my trouble with rebuilding starters when the shit worked. Just put it back.
Never had a problem with it.
Yeah, it didn't take but a second to start.
See, that's an accessory on the outside. If it goes to shit, you can unbolt it and stick another one on it. It's that when you got to go clear in there, you put good shit in there. You don't fuck around in there. You buy all the best parts, and the best parts you can buy, the most expensive shit you can buy is the cheapest part you can put in it, because you don't have to fuck with it again.
Did you tighten that drain plug? See that my arm went.
Yeah, he did. He tightened it.
Yeah, I over torqued it.
It's not ever going to come off.
Yeah. Oh, look at that leak. Don't smell.
What do you? Oh, we got one drop.
There we go.
Shit, we're way ahead of the game.
Well, son of a biscuit eater. Oh,
So he's gonna try to get a whole new starter, right?
whole new starter?
I'm gonna take the starter off because you can't do fuck all without it on.
No, he's looking for a new starter, right?
He said he's gonna have to go dig through his shit. I'm gonna guarantee you, because the whole world is right fucking handed. This baby is out to lunch. He's gonna have to call Portland, and they'll order the prick, and it'll come on a UPS truck, and there you go.
And it's gonna cost. So
actually, Bendixes aren't bad for money,
well,
really. But the problem may be, left-handed. That's triple the price of a stock one.
why don't we call PC Industries? They'll charge us quadruple, and we'll have it.
Crossing the boundaries of good taste.
Hey, well, Charlie is a tuna with good taste, not a tuna that tastes good. I would rather have a tuna that tastes good than have a tuna that with good taste.
Go sit in here and cry.
Shit, we got right up to where the starter button hit and nothing happened.
That's the worst part.
That ain't shit. Well, call Amanda. She'll tell you what's wrong with it.